So hello everyone, welcome back. So in the previous videos we've created the about page. We have created the home page. In the previous video we've created the home page. So this is the home page. So in this video we're creating the about page. So let's go to our studio code, our about page, and we'll be linking to this menu here. So let's go to our so we'll be creating the about page. So let's go to our folder. This is our folder, right? Here we saved all the work: images, index.html, style.css. So for this index, let's copy this, copy, then paste. Let's duplicate it. So let's rename this as about. So about, enter. So meaning that this is now about.html. Do you understand? So let's open it with code editor. Now this is something we have written in the home page, right? Since we duplicated the home page, you can see this is all we have in the home page. So we have to remove some things in the about page. So let's remove all the sections. So we're going to remove some sections from this part. So let's remove from the course section, all these sections, we'll remove them. All the sections, this is facility section, let's remove it. To testimonial, we'll remove everything. So let's remove all this. Alright, so I'm now left with, we'll remove this call to action also. So I'm now left with the footer. Then look at this up here. So on this page we only have the header section and we have the footer section. That's all. So whatever you are deleting, make sure you check it very well. We only have the header section and the footer section. So we deleted testimonial, blog, we deleted facilities and the rest. So save. So let's open our about page in the web browser. So let's open it on our web browser. So this is the about page. Open. So as you can see, this is what we only have right now. We have world's biggest university and the about us here. So let's make some changes to the header. This header here. Alright. So let's remove it. So let's add the title H1. So our head H1 will be about us. So after that, let's change the section name. So instead of header, we change it to subheader. Do you understand? So because this is on that page right now, so let's change this. Before, in the previous home page we had header, so now let's put this as subheader for this about page. So let's save and load. Let's refresh our website. So as you can see, the image is not visible again because we changed the class name to subheader. And look at this about us, it's not well displayed. So we have to make changes from our CSS. So go to your HTML and copy the class name. This is the class name. Go to your about.html, copy the class name, subheader. Then go to your CSS. We're using the same CSS. So let's add a comment. So dot the class name, height is 550 VH, width will be 100%. The background image, linear gradients, so RGBA, open bracket. So let's give it this. So after that, put comma, RGBA. So I'm putting the same thing. So after the two close of the bracket, put comma, then URL. So let's break this down. So let's add an image, images folder. So let's add an image. Let's check our image folder. We want to add background.jpg. So you can see this is the image here. Background, the file extension type, the file type is JPG. So background.jpg. So background.jpg. So let's add the background position. Center. The background size. Background size. It should cover. So let's cover the entire area. Text align. Center. Color should be white. So save and refresh. As you can see, the color is white and it's looking okay. We'll have to move this about us a little bit down. So let's copy the subheading, this class name. So let's copy this class name subheader. But since we are dealing with H1, let's write H1. So let's add margin top 100 pixel. So let's save and refresh. So it's a bit down. So it is down, right? So let's add some content on our footer in the HTML file. So let's bring a comment. So I want to add some content about us content. So let's bring a section. Let's give it a class name. Let's give it about us. So inside this section, let's have a div. Let's give it a class name of row. Then inside this, let's have another div. And we'll call the class name about code. So let's duplicate this column because we need two columns. So let's go back again. Okay, this is the first div, right? This is the first div. Copy it. So go back to this place here. Inside this div, which is called row, we have on that div, which is about code. So copy it like this. Copy the whole. Alright, paste it again. Alright. So we have two div and two class name about code. So in this first one here, break it down. So let's give the title H1. We are the world's largest investor. Then let's add a p tag. Let's give it let's type lorem so that it can generate a test for us. So let me break this down. Okay, so we have a p tag. So let's bring a link test. So we should write this explore now. So this is our link test. For the second column now, let's add an img tag. So the file part is images. So we want to add an image about.jpg. So let's remove this alternate. Let's remove this alternate here. So we have two div columns. We have this and we have this. So inside this second div we have this img. So let's save and refresh. Let's save and refresh and see how it looks on our web page. So as you can see, it's not well displayed. You can see from here. We are the world's largest university and we have the image also. So let's let's style it using our CSS. So let's copy the class name from our HTML about us. Okay, so this is the about us. Dots, then the class name about us. So width 80%. Margin should be auto. photo, padding top, 80 pixel, padding bottom, 50 pixel. Then after this, let's copy the class name about code. So let's copy this. So dot, so let's add the flex basis. Because we only need 2 column, let's put 48%. So let's add padding. So because we need 2 columns to fit in the web page, that will say 48, which is close to 100%. So padding should be 30 pixel, 2 pixel. So we want to now make reference to the image now. So let's copy this. Then let's add the img, since we're making reference to img in the div. So width, with 100%. So let's save and refresh. As you can see that the image is okay. We'll have to add a CSS property for this title here. If not, the image is okay. So let's go back to our HTML. So copy the class name again, but this time around we are dealing with the title h1. So write h1. So padding top, that space from the top, zero. So let's copy the class name again, but this time around write P for the paragraph. So let's write padding 15 pixel, padding 15 pixel, 25 pixel. So that's 15 from top, left, right 0, and bottom 25 pixel. So let's save and refresh. So as you can see that the text is okay, but we have to now work on this button. This explore now. So for the, let's add hero btn. Let's go to the HTML file. So for this, let's add the button name here. So class, we know we have a button name already. So whatever effects we've given this hero btn, we just have an effect, the same effects on this button here. So hero btn. So let's refresh, save and refresh. So it's not visible because of the white color, but when you hover over it, you see it. So let's, without hovering over it, you will not see the button because of the white color, right? So let's do it in such a way that even without going over it, you can see it. So for that, we have to add another class name to the class name already, so that it can differentiate this from others. So let's add something else. Hero btn, let's add on that one. Red btn. So for us to add, if make effect to this particular one, so let's copy this red btn and go to our CSS. So dot red btn. So let's add border. One pixel solid. Then the color code. Let's give it this color code. So let's add the background. It should be transparent. So let's add the color again. Let's give it this color. So save and refresh. So let's reload the website and see. It has not shown. Let me save. So as you can see, the button has displayed. I didn't see it before. So so when you hover your mouse over this button, you can see that to change color, and may see it without hovering over it. You can see that this is a button. Explore now. And when we hover over it, you can see the text is not visible because it's in red color. So I have to make changes to that. So go to your CSS, copy this, so paste, then after that right hover, color, color should be white, then save and refresh. So as you can see, when we hover our mouse over it, we can see the text in white color. So let's open this website in a smaller screen and see if it's responsive. So far everything looks good. We don't have to add any media query for it. So you can close it like this. So in the next video we'll be talking about how to create the other page, which is course. So this is for about us page. Then in the next video talk about the course page. So as you can see, everything looks perfect.